Well, good morning and happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I just want to say at the outset, I want to thank everyone who's texted me, called me, inboxed me, blew me up on Facebook for my birthday. Yes, yes, yes. Poyet is finally the big 5-0. Thank you, Jesus. We made it, children. We made it. It's been a long journey, but I tell you what, I wouldn't take nothing from a journey. Hallelujah. Anyway, I thought today would just be a fabulous time for me to give you my birthday present. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's going to be a health video. Of course, I've had many conversations over the last several weeks about people who've been watching videos and that kind of thing. And so there have been some gaps and whatnot, some things that they've missed. And so what I was going to do today, it's not going to be long, but I'm going to take about 15 minutes to just go over some things that if you're new to the healthy walk of life, if you're new to health and wellness from a natural perspective, we want to make sure that you get on the right track, particularly today, because what is today, everybody? Thanksgiving. And you know what everybody's going to be doing, throwing down at that table. So we want to make sure that, I have that little voice in the back of your head saying, all right, okay? But not just for today, but for the rest of your life, because living a life of health and wellness is just that. It's a life. It's a lifestyle. And so we're not talking about some quick diet or some fad situation that is just going to come and go. I want you to do as I did. Change your whole perspective about what you put in your body. We're supposed to eat to live, not live to eat. And so we want to make sure that, yeah, we want to enjoy our food, but we want to make sure that the food that we put in our bodies is not causing us harm or damaging us and cutting our lives short or causing us to suffer unnecessarily. And that's what a lot of us are doing with the stuff that we shove in the old trap there. You know what I'm saying? So what we want to make sure on my birthday, on my 50th birthday, I, Poyet McGill Bromell, am going to invest in you. And so if you just give me a few minutes, we're going to get started. All right. Some people are thinking, well, Paul, okay, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go over the basics. The basic do nots. Okay? Do not eat pork. Okay, I know you already got those greens fixed with that ham hock in it. Okay, we're gonna give you today. There is no reason for you to have pork in your house. And I know the pork industry was probably going to try to get this video banned or whatever the case. I don't care. You're watching it now, so save it somewhere. Don't eat it. It is not good for you. It is not good for you. It is not good for your blood. It is not good for your chemistry. Nothing good can come from you eating pork. Okay? Is it tasty? Of course. Of course. You wouldn't have a problem with it if it was nasty. Okay? It is very, very tasty. But the thing of it is, it's not good for you. So what I want you to do is just make up your mind to substitute. All right. You know that you have all kinds of turkey substitutes. If you have to have meat in your greens, your beans, or whatever, get yourself some smoked turkey neck. Get yourself some smoked turkey wing. Buy the liquid smoke. Do whatever you have to do to get yourself weaned off of that pork. Okay? Same thing with your morning meats, your bacon, and your sausage. You got to find another method. I'm not saying you got to go vegan or vegetarian, which that's the best thing to do. But, get some turkey sausage, get some turkey bacon. Your palate will adapt. Okay? And your blood will thank you for it, and your heart will thank you for it later. So, and stop feeding that stuff to your kids. These babies are innocent, and they're going to only eat what we put on the table. Okay? So, make sure that you're watching what the babies eat, because a lot of these kids who are suffering with allergies and all kinds of stuff is because of the goop that we're putting in their, the garbage that we're putting in their diet. And, all these sweet drinks and all this pork and cracklings and bacon and all that kind of stuff. You may have a Baconator living in your house, but you need to change that kid's palate before they end up with a heart condition or something worse, a stroke or whatever. So, first thing, no pork. Okay. Then get rid of all the whites. We talked about it before. White salt, white sugar, white flour products, and that would include white bread, and then the white rice, and then the white pasta. So you got the 5 whites. Get them out of your house. Okay? I told you about the substitutes that you could use For pork, let me tell you about the substitutes you can use for your whites. Okay, hold on a second. I thought I had this on the table. Hold on. Ta-da! Pink Himalayan salt. Okay, most of you have seen this one in the grocery store. It's the one you have to grind up. Now, I use this one when I'm cooking. Okay? So, because, you know, I don't mind it being rocky because it's going to dissolve in the pot. Okay? If I'm cooking rice or if I'm cooking my greens or whatever I'm cooking and I need salt, this is what I'm putting in the pot. Okay? But now, if I'm trying to season something on the plate or if I pop some popcorn and I want, because I buy the unsalted popcorn and put my own salt on it. Then I put the fine Himalayan salt. So this is the pink Himalayan salt. Why do we use the pink Himalayan salt versus white salt? White salt is bleached, it's heated to 1500 degrees, and it scars up the inside of your artery walls and your heart. And then what happens after that is cholesterol goes to patch those areas that have been damaged, which raises your cholesterol, which causes your blood pressure to go up. So that is why we don't use white salt. We use pink Himalayan salt because it is loaded with minerals that your body needs and your body wants. And it will not scald your arteries. It will not damage your heart. In fact, it will help your arteries. It will help your heart. And it'll help every other organ system in your body work better. It will energize your body. It will cause your blood to flow better through your body, giving you a better circulation, which will improve your hair, skin, nails, and every bodily function in your body. That's why we use pink Himalayan salt. Yay! Get rid of white salt. I don't care. No Morton's white table salt. Now, if you're using sea salt, use it up. And then when you finish with that sea salt, get your pink Himalayan salt. Or go ahead and toss the sea salt and use the best salt. Sea salt's not bad. It's better than table salt. But this is the best. So, bad, sea salt, better, Himalayan, best. Yay! Now, getting rid of that white rice. Right, y'all. I got y'all in my... Oop, let me fix the camera. I'm putting y'all right in my pantry. Okay? Now, I'd already mixed me up some rice because I mixed my own rice. Okay? But I want y'all to see what my rice looks like. This is my rice. It has wild... Whoops, you can't see it. It has wild rice. It has brown rice. It has barley. It has another thing called farro. Okay? But it is loaded with nutrients. Okay? This is the best way to eat your rice. Okay? You cook it just like you would any other rice, and it is delicious. Matter of fact, when I cook this rice, child, I can eat it right out the pot, right by itself. It don't need a doggone thing. Okay? So, I'm going to show you what I use. Here's what it looks like in the store. Lundberg has Wild Blend. Okay? You can find this at, well, I got this from the healthy food store in Florence, but you can also find this like in Bilo. Some of the better grocery stores will have it. I think they may have it in Walmart. I don't know. I hadn't seen it in Walmart. This I also got from a health food store. It's called Lotus rice. It is actually black. I don't know if you can see that, but that's black rice. That's what the rice looks like. It's black. But this is they used to call this forbidden rice in Asia, because this rice is loaded with nutrients. Life-giving. Life-giving. It's not white strip rice that's just pure starch. It's going to make you fat and ugly, okay? This is good rice. Here's the barley I put in my rice, okay? To keep my colon swept clean, okay? White rice does nothing but clog you up, cause constipation, breakouts, all kinds of stuff. You want to make sure that you're blending some good rice and feeding this to your family. Mamas, y'all are the first teachers. You got to teach the kids what to eat, to live, okay? So, that's the rice. And I go ahead and I just go ahead and when I buy it, I throw it in my container, mix it up, and I got a little scooper that I had from my raw protein, but I put the scooper in here, and you use 1 cup of the rice. I use about 1.5 cups of water, and I bring it to a boil, turn it down on low, and I let it simmer for about 45 minutes, and that rice is good. Okay, so getting rid of white rice, and we're getting on something whole. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead with the grits. This is polenta grits, okay? I mean, corn is not all that great for you, but if you love grits like I do, hey, you want to eat the best grits, okay? So make sure you get stuff that's not stripped of its nutrients, okay? So if something is white, it's generally been bleached or stripped of its barley or bran or whatever. Now, also, white flour. Ta-da! This is your bread or something like it. Good seed. This is non-GMO. It has protein, fiber, and omega-3. Omega-3 is good for your heart. It's good for your skin. It's good for your nails. Omega-3 is what we find in cod liver oil. Now, this bread don't taste like cod liver oil. This bread is the bomb, okay? But, you know, your omega-3, that's what keeps your heart healthy. See, we have our omegas out of balance. Most of us, we eat a lot of fried foods and this kind of thing, or greasy foods, plant foods. And those omegas in there, omega-6. You need some omega-6, but most of us have too much omega-6 and not enough omega-3. And so when you're out of balance like that, it causes the, blood consistency to be wrong, and it'll damage over time your heart and your arteries and whatnot. But this is excellent bread. It's called Good Seed. Okay, you can find this at Walmart. You can find it at Food Line, or any of your grocery stores. Not any of them, but the ones that care about your health. Okay. Also, while we're talking about omegas, you need good oils in your body. Some people, we got that no fat craze. That's a no fat lie. Your body needs certain fats, but it needs good fats. So here, boom. Next time you want to scoop out some margarine to cook something, think twice. Margarine acts like plastic in your body. Okay, that's how your body sees margarine, like plastic. It has the same atomic or what is it? Molecular structure as plastic. This coconut oil, this is what you need to be cooking with. You can get it in a spray form, or you can get it like this. And I scoop a little bit of this out. I even put this on my toast. Okay, it's delicious. It's nutty. It has a nice nutty flavor. It's not overly powerful and that kind of thing. It doesn't like overpower the taste of your food. But coconut oil, this is just one. Olive oil is an excellent. We're talking about extra virgin now. We're not talking about that watered down mess. We're talking about the good. Grapeseed oil is also good. But use good oils in your cooking. So when you're doing your vegetables or whatever, forget about that dollop of margarine and all that kind of thing. If you're going to use that, may as well use butter. But at least butter won't kill you in terms of your body not recognizing it and having something in there that's going to attack your cells, like margarine. Margarine is not right for your body. Use what is natural for your body, okay? But I would highly recommend the coconut oil. Also, coconut oil, I mean, you can eat it, put it on your skin, hair, nails, whatever. It's just good all the way around. Okay. I saw some peanut butter back there too. So if you got little kitties in the house, get them some natural peanut butter. Okay. They do have peanut butter now that have all that sodium in it and whatnot. And and if you really want to get real, go to the health food store and get some organic peanut butter. Now, we talked about the whites, and I won't even go into white pasta. My thing is you should be limiting pasta anyway, because basically pasta is not, it's just not good for you overall. But if you're going to eat it in moderation, or get the whole grain pasta, okay? So, got that? So, we're finished with the whites. Let's get them all out of the house. And I'm not asking you, Rome was not built in a day, so I'm not asking you to do this overnight. But I'm asking you to strongly consider making these changes. Now, once the whites are out, once the pork is out, then you got to feed the body the right thing. First thing you need to consider is a multivitamin, multimineral. Here, me and Cecil, we are on Garden of Life, multivitamin, multimineral. The reason we're taking this particular type is because it's from food. These vitamins and minerals come from plants. It's a plant-based. It's not something that's synthetically made in a laboratory. like that Centrum that you think you taking and it's supposed to be doing something for you, and that one a day and all that stuff. All of that stuff has binders and if you look, it's not coming from a plant. And so you need to make sure when you read the back of your vitamins and minerals that you know where your stuff is coming from. Okay, that you know it has some organic fruits and vegetables as its foundation. Okay, so enough on that. You got to have vitamins and minerals. Your body needs them. Okay, can't get around it. And if you are not taking vitamins and minerals, you're not supplementing, your body is lacking in something that it needs, and that could be at the very foundation of some ailment that you're struggling with right now. Everything from sinusitis to allergies to arthritis. Okay, now once you got your multivitamin, multimineral straightened out, you know I always tell you need what? Water, alkaline water. But you need to also make sure that water is chlorine free. Hence, in the backdrop you see on my faucet, I have attached a pure water filter on my tap. See it? You run water through it. You turn it down. It gives you clean water. Okay? Here's what it looks like. Well, those are the cartridges for it. Okay? Go to Walmart. This is what it looks like. Okay? Pure water filter. Or get a Brita. I don't care what kind you get. Get something that's going to take the chemicals. Oops, I had to put that away. Get something that's going to take the chemicals out of your water. Okay? Now, of course, I was a representative with Zuma worldwide, and I'm still using my Zuma products. For those of you who are wondering, boom, X2O is in this water. So I'm infusing even my clean water with, 84 minerals. Okay, and so my water now is alkaline. This water here is probably at a 9.9 pH, which will cause my blood to flow better through my body. It's going to energize my body. It's going to make me slim down. Well, not that I need to be that slim, but anyway, it's going to keep me from getting, chunked up. Anyway, you got to make sure that you're putting minerals in your body because your body needs minerals. We don't get enough of them. The ground is depleted. You cannot get minerals just from your food. I told you before, back when Grandmama and Granddaddy were living, they fertilized their gardens with the ashes from the fireplace. When you burn a tree, what's left is pure minerals. And they used to take those ashes and they would spread them over their garden, and you had the most healthy greens, beans, squash, okra, tomatoes, whatever, potatoes, all that. They were loaded with minerals. But that was way back in the back yonder, honey. They are doing big farmer now, and all they're putting in there is 3 basic minerals. All right? I think it's nitrogen, potassium, and NPK. I've got nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. That's all they're putting basically in the ground right now with these big companies that are producing food. The fertilizer is called NPK. And so you don't have all the minerals that we had when Mama, well really, not your mama, some of y'all not old enough, but your grandma and great-grandmama and those, they had in their gardens. Because they were fertilizing with manure, they were fertilizing with the ashes from the chimney, all that kind of stuff. And they knew, even like the Indians, I was watching a little thing yesterday where the Indians will go fishing and they plant their corn, they put a fish in the hole with the corn kernel to grow the corn, to feed the corn. You see what I'm saying? So you had to have that organic material to help that crop grow well and to have the vitamins and nutrients that it needed. So we're not growing food like that anymore. This food, they're rushing it to market. That's why the chicken used to take, well, a cow rather, used to take 5 or 6 years for it to be ready for market. Now it takes, 4 or 5 months. And that bad boy is ready to go. And so, all these steroids, all the stuff that they put in, the meat supply, they're doing the same thing with the food that's coming out of the ground. They're rushing it and, just trying to get it to look good so it'll sell on the shelf. Okay? So, We know better now because I just told you better. Hello. Okay, so when we're eating, we want to make sure that we're not doing the pork, that we're supplementing. If we need seasoning for food or whatever, if you got to have it, do something that's going to be a little healthy, all right, a little more healthy. But now, I want to talk to you about healthy snacking because I really don't have to tell you about what you need to eat. You should know the do's and don'ts. You know you shouldn't be eating out at McDonald's, Burger King every day, fast food. I mean, that stuff is loaded with chemicals, preservatives, and all that kind of stuff, and it's not good for your body. It does not feed your body. You need to be eating live food. You need to have uh, fresh soups. You need to be eating salads as much as you possibly can. You need to be making sure that you eat lean meats. You know, even if you eat red meat, don't cook it to death, and then just eat it in moderation. But here's what I'd like for you to, if you're not allergic, because some people have a lot of cotton picking allergies. I don't know how we got to be so allergic to stuff. I think it's got a lot to do with our toxic load. But this is what I do. I go to the health food store because that's the only place I can find raw nuts. Okay? And my husband and I, we load this this thing was full. We load this bad boy up with pecans, walnuts, raw cashews, pumpkin seeds, almonds, dried raisins, dried cherries, dried cranberries. And this is what we snack on. We're not like pulling over, buying the French fries when we get hungry, or going to get the Snicker bar. I mean, although I like Snicker bars sometimes, but we're not going and getting that kind of stuff when we're hungry. What we do when we leave the house, we have a little Ziploc bag. We put a few scoops of this in, and if between meals we feel a little lunchy, a little hungry, this is what we eat. And the reason we do that is because, number one, this stuff is loaded with fiber. It's loaded with vitamins and minerals, and it's loaded with essential fatty acids, which helps our skin, nails, hair, heart, and all of our mucous membranes work better so that our bodies will continue to function right. And this will not make you fat. And so it's a way to satiate your hunger and get a health benefit in the process. Also, so that's called healthy snacking. You also might want to, start using some of these little health bars. They have lots of different ones. I'm not talking about those breakfast bars, that Kellogg's breakfast bar. That is chock full of sugar. And really, if you look at the ingredients on there, anything that says fructose and sucrose and all that kind of stuff, you want to run when you see that. And anything with dyes in it and all kinds of stuff. So you want to make sure that whatever you're eating is organic. And or make your own health bars. I was making mine a while back. I would use the nuts, and then I would get like some of the protein powder, or I like it. This one is a meal replacement powder. And we do this too between meals. Like sometimes I don't feel like breakfast in the morning, like cooking breakfast. I'll just have a meal, or if I'm feeling like I need to bump up on my protein, I'll have a protein drink. I'll just put this either in water or in some almond milk or some coconut milk or that kind of thing. I don't use any dairy milk. Most of us, if you're African American, most of us have a intolerance for dairy, and some people, like my dad, it makes them go to the bathroom. For me, it makes me can't go. And so my thing is, I try to stay away from dairy because it causes a lot of mucus. Hey, Cecil. Causes a lot of mucus and causes me to be constipated a lot. So if you're using the proteins, I would recommend highly Garden of Life because everything in it is organic and it has everything that the body requires. Okay, so yes, not live, but you want to come in and say something? There he is.
Hey everyone out there in Etherway land. I know my wife been giving me a real good information. Let me tell y'all, I feel good. I be eating good, sleeping good, taking all her medication, natural herbs and all that good stuff.
I terrorize him.
Yeah, she do. But I enjoy it because I'm trying to be here too. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to take no nut that no time soon.
Yeah, no dirt nap.
Yeah. Y'all have a happy Thanksgiving and don't eat too much.
Thanks, Pastor Bromel. Appreciate you chiming in. Yeah, but like I said, I didn't want to make this too long, and I have already loaded you up with probably too much information, but I think you can handle it. So go back and run this thing back and listen to what I said about your whites, like what you could substitute. Make sure you get your water situation straightened out. If you're gonna snack well, okay. Um, and also, if you are struggling, for those of you struggling with digestive issues, I want to recommend that you incorporate some enzymes. This right now, this is called BioX4. Now, it's a little costly. You have to buy it online. But BioX4 is not only enzymes, but it also has it has a nutrient in it that will actually cause you to, it suppresses your appetite, that's what I'll say. Okay. So it has appetite suppression. It has the enzymes for digestion, but it also has, there's one other thing for this. I'm trying to remember what the other benefit is, but I take it for the enzymes. Okay, but it will help to suppress your appetite, and it's just really good because you're going to be able to get the full benefit of the food that you eat if you take enzymes, because enzymes really just break the food down into small particles that can be absorbed by the blood. Okay, so you're not just running food through the system and not get the benefit. Oh, last but not least, it's Thanksgiving, so some of you gonna go over and beyond. So let me go ahead and get you straight right now what you're gonna have to do later on today. Bam! I just want you to see this because Health Plus changed their Super Colon Cleanse look. Because you remember we used to have the other container. I don't have the old container, but this is what the new Super Colon Cleanse looks like. Now, I had a friend of mine. She was trying to take this with water. Oh, that is nasty. You don't do that because this does not taste all that great. But you need it now. But it doesn't taste all that great. It's not as bad as it used to be. When I was using it about 30 years ago, it was gross. But now you just have to put this like in a little juice. Like you can put it in orange juice, cranberry juice, or whatever your favorite juice is. And speaking of juice, make sure you're not drinking juices that are from concentrate or juices that are sweetened with cane or not with corn syrup and all that kind of stuff. You want to make sure that you're drinking juices that are I hate to say sugar-free because see, aspartame, that's Splenda and all that crap tries to slide its way in there when you're looking for sugar-free stuff. You stay away from those artificial sweeteners. Let me pause right there. Artificial sweeteners. That is the biggest crime in America. And I don't care who hears it. That is the biggest crime in America. NutraSweet, Equal, Splenda, Sweet and Low, all of that stuff is dangerous. And my heart bleeds when I go to like a Cracker Barrel or someplace like that, and I see little elderly people there just dumping those pink and blue and yellow packets in their coffee or their tea or whatever the case. I'm like, they don't even know. They are poisoning their bodies. That stuff is a neurotoxin. It actually goes across the blood-brain barrier and causes neurological damage. That's why you see so many people suffering with Parkinson's, Lou Gehrig's disease. Also, because when you have aspartame poisoning, it can mimic up to 90 different diseases. And so what you got to make sure is you do not, do not put anything in your house that has an artificial sweetener in it. Okay? I think I told you on previous, I missed the white, because I was telling you about the white sugar. So let me just tell you about some other sweeteners that you can use in place of white sugar. Okay, if you are a diabetic and you have to be mindful of your glycemic level, this is something that you can use. It's organic, raw blue agave. Okay. They also have one that's kind of light. But the thing is, blue agave or agave nectar is actually low glycemic. It tastes great. I use this in my coffee. I use this when I have to use sugar in anything else that I cook. I use the agave nectar. But you can also use, in addition to agave nectar, I mean, if you don't have a problem with sugar, you can use like brown sugar, sugar in the raw. But I don't recommend sugar, period. But if you're going to use sugar, use a brown sugar, a light brown sugar, or sugar in the raw, turbinado sugar. Then if you can break away from sugar, use the agave nectar or use stevia. And be careful, because in that store, in those grocery stores, they'll have stevia sitting right beside something called Truvia, which is a Livia. Okay? There's no truth in Truvia. You need to use stevia, monk fruit, organic blue agave nectar, or some variation of it, because they do have one that's a little lighter color than this. But the point I'm making is, you be very careful, because they're very sneaky. They put all that Splenda and all that liquid sugar and all that kind of stuff right there with the good stuff. And if you're not careful, you be done picked up something bad for you and taking it home to your family. So that's that on that sweetener. But let's get back to Super Colon Cleanse. You know what you're going to do today. You're going to throw down at that table. You're going to overload your system. And one thing you do not want to be after Thanksgiving is constipated. Okay? And let me close it. Oh. Okay, so make sure that you use this in some juice, a little bit of juice, not a lot. Okay? Shake it up, and before you take it, you want to drink a couple of glasses of water, and then after you take it, a couple of glasses of water, and then continue to drink water throughout the day. Because what happens is, this has psyllium in it, okay? And psyllium needs water to work. And so what happens is, when the psyllium comes in contact with the water, it swells. And so as it's going through your colon, you know, when it's dumped into your small intestines and goes into the large intestines, it's going to start sweeping that stuff on out. Okay? And I promise you, everything will be moving by the power of God. You take this, you will not have to worry. Now, if you're like me and you have a sluggish colon, you might have to maybe drink something hot, maybe some little hot tea or a cup of coffee or something like that to kind of jumpstart it. But some people, like my husband takes it, he don't need nothing. Okay, he goes. But see, with me, I have more sluggish colon, so I have to drink a little hot coffee or something like that to kind of get it going. And then sometimes if I'm really bound up, if I've been real bad, eating all that food at funerals and all that kind of stuff, if my system is mucked up, what I have to do is take my, get my enema bag and clean it out. But the thing is, not just this, I'm talking about the stuff. So, but this is wonderful for your body. It works with your body. It doesn't gripe you like those synthetic chemical-based laxatives. You don't want to get hooked on laxatives, because you get hooked on laxatives, then when you get older, you'll have what's called a spastic colon, where you won't be able to stop. Okay? You'll be putting it where you go. Okay? So you don't want that. Okay? So I hope that this has been helpful. You know, please don't inbox me today, because I'm not going to be on Facebook. I just did this for my birthday and for Thanksgiving. Here's your multivitamin, multimineral, enzymes. And this is not the only company that makes enzymes. Matter of fact, let me show you another one. This one's called Super Digest-Away. It's by Solaray. And it's a good one. I just use different things all the time, you know, because I'm constantly trying to find out what works best. Here's another one. This is really high tech, but this is called Synthol. This actually, if you have a yeast overgrowth, if you want to try to control yeast in your body and you want the enzymes, this one is excellent. And you know, so if you've been eating a lot of sugar, a lot of carbs and that kind of thing, that stuff feeds yeast. Okay, and so you want to make sure that you keep Candida under control. You need some candida in your body, but you don't need a candida overgrowth, because ladies, you know what that does to us. And fellas, y'all might not realize it, but it impacts you as well. If your nails are turning black, you got a lot of itching in your groin area and all that kind of stuff, or your feet are itching constantly, you got yeast overgrowth. So you need to get some Synthol and get that under control before you have some major problems, because yeast can do a lot of damage in your body. Okay? Oh, I know there's a lot. I hate just loading y'all up like this, but it's because I love you. I really do. And I want you to live long and be strong and that kind of thing. But I'm just going to get off of here because I'm going to head over to Marion, hang out with my mother and all the rest of my family for my birthday. And I'm probably going to end up in Loris, go see my mother-in-law, who is also my mother, because I don't have in-laws. I have family. Okay? Anyway, I just want you to just love on your family and take care of yourself. I mean, start baby steps. Just do little things today, okay? Smile more, laugh more, drink your water, get rid of those sodas. See, I didn't even touch on sodas today. Give me some dap on that now, boo. I didn't even say anything about sodas, okay? But you know you ain't got no business drinking no soda, all right? So, but we'll do another show for sodas, because that'll take me a whole hour to talk about sodas, okay? All right. This is your friendly neighborhood funeral director and embalmer, and your health and wellness guru, Poyette McGill Bromell, signing off on Thanksgiving Day and on my 50th birthday. Hello. And my grandbaby too, Mercy. I love you, girl. All right. Peace out to everybody, and just be safe and enjoy yourselves today. God bless you and love you in the Lord. Boom.